Hi, I'm Elemi from Yeyeo Botanica. Welcome back. You guys have been giving me some great comments. I love your suggestions, and I'm starting to check them off the list. Today, we have a very interesting topic. So I noticed that there have been a lot of people talking about initiation. And so our topic today is some of the misconceptions about getting initiated. Remember, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell for notifications, share us with others, and let's get started. So I noticed that there's been a lot of talk about initiation. I think that there has been a rise in it, and I think it's fantastic that people are really looking to getting involved in a really fundamental way that can transform their life. When a person gets baptized in a church, it's a form of initiation into that church, as a form of getting to be a part of that family, that religious family. If a person goes through various rites or ceremonies within a particular system, that is form of initiation. Even in sororities and fraternities and fraternal orders like the Masons and so on, they all have some rites or some form of initiation. The word initiation really means to go, to start. So to be in something, right? So to be in action of. So this idea of being in something that already has rules or some kind of structure set up is very attractive to a lot of people. But maybe one of the biggest things that people will be attracted to is the fact that they are being infused with certain powers, certain energies, Ashe, which I know you guys are going to watch a video on Ashe. Ashe of that thing. And so in traditional practices, when people go through initiation, there are various steps, right? There are many people who are like, oh, well, I want to get initiated. And so they think that this is kind of like a plug and play, right? They put their money in and they get initiated. There's steps to every single system. And so I would have to say that that's maybe one of the first misconceptions. There are steps. Just because you show up today, and even if you have your money in hand, there's certain things that need to happen if you want to have the smoothest, the best, and the most transformative experience in going through life-changing initiation. So there's some initiations that just kind of tweak things a little bit and tweak things a little bit, and then there are other initiations that totally kind of steps you into another form of your destiny, another chapter or another book of your life, so to speak. And so another one that I hear about all the time is, oh, well, I don't need to get initiated. I could just initiate myself. So for those of you out there who believe that you can initiate yourself, I think you should continue to do that. But for the people who want to be initiated in a system that they will get spiritual tools, they will get training, they can get learning, they will have transformative destiny changes, whether it be past life issues being broken, family traits and family lineage problem being broken, enhancement of their spiritual gifts that they're born with, that kind of coming forward. All of these different things is what life-changing initiation does, which more, we're just going to use the word priesthood for that kind of initiation. There are people who have drastic health issues that are totally annihilated and go away as a result of taking these large steps. And in the Yoruba faith, as one of the traditional African practices that I am in, that has steps just like every other tradition. As far as you go is the more you get. The little that you do is the little that you get. And it's all about how much you are ready to give of yourself in order to receive. When a person goes and they get baptized in the church, They're there and they get totally submerged. Hair gets messed up, clothes is totally soaked, all of these different things. And it's done in front of the whole church, right? That's a giving of yourself, right? In traditional practices, it's no different. It is giving of yourself in some way, and there are people there to help and support you in your process. If a person initiates themselves as an individual, well, one, if you don't know what you're initiating yourself into, I'm not really sure how you would accomplish that. And two, if there are other people in other ceremonies to support, then that means you're doing it by yourself. So these are just things to keep in mind. The second thing is the head marking. Hot subject, right? People keep saying, oh, well, you know, I can get my head marked with tarot cards. Well, people who are ordained priests and who have the license to be able to mark someone's head, which is basically calling on the Orisha or the deity and finding out, why did you come to earth? What is the essence of this deity that has come to earth with you in this life to help to guide your life? That is done either through an Orisha priest with Dilogun, or it is done with a Babalawo through using the I-Kings, or the palm kernels. So these are two systems that are recognized by Orisha to be able to call the Orisha to come to earth. So if people are not ordained priests, then they can't mark your head. If people are using tarot cards, respectfully, they can't mark your head. Unless they fall in this category of being ordained in the religion, they're telling you, oh, maybe these energies are around you. Absolutely. But when people go into priesthood, that's when your destiny converges with reality, right? And so those are just things to keep in mind. And so for all of you guys out there who are doing that now, respectfully, you heard what I just said. So now, the next part, we talked about the different systems, right? The Dilogun, the shells of Orisha, where Elegba speaks directly to the person, or where Orunmila speaks to them through the I-Kings, telling you a part of your destiny as to why you came to earth and helping you to be in alignment with Ori, which I hope you're watching the Ori video. So then now, people say, oh, well, I dreamt about this Orisha. They came to me in a dream. Absolutely. Absolutely. Orisha comes to us in dreams. All different energies come to us in dreams. But does that mean that that is my Orisha of ordination? Well, anyone who's going to initiate you, I guarantee you, if they're an ordained priest and they have the license to be able to initiate you, they're not only going to use a dream that you had to tell you about every reason why you're here on earth. If everyone could do that, these traditions would have died thousands and thousands of years ago. These traditions have been here as long as human beings have been on earth because they're primordial energy. And so we could get into that in the next video about Orisha, and you could really think about these concepts. But if someone's just going to use a dream, that may be problematic, and I would caution you. I think that's a misconception, right? So the other thing that I wrote down, because I've been really kind of looking online and seeing what people have been talking about, and so I thought, well, it's maybe a good thing to do some of these misconceptions. So another thing is, if I'm a non-initiate, can I appeal to Orisha? Absolutely, you can. So people either receive warriors, they either receive the elekes of the Orisha, they work with an elder to be able to give offerings to the Orisha. You can give offerings to the Orisha in their element, or you go and sit with them in their element. Absolutely, because also there are different parts of the body that Orisha sits in, right? So yes, Orisha, you can definitely appeal to them, but remember that has a limit. Right? People who have the license to not only appeal to them, but to work with them, that's where the ordination and the initiation comes in. So that also allows you to be able to put up an altar or something like that for the Orisha. So the next thing that I want to get into is, can anyone initiate you? only if they have that license. So a great suggestion that was given to me, or statement that was given to me, which I think is fantastic, is, well, if a person has a health issue and they have a heart problem, they're not going to go to a foot doctor, right? If they've got a foot problem, they're not going to go to a dentist. If you want to get your hair done, you're not going to go to the stomach doctor. You go to the person who that is specifically what they do, right? And so I would say to you that when you're going to work with someone in the tradition, you need to make sure that they are ordained, they are licensed to be able to help you and to initiate you. If not, they can initiate you. There have been people out there who have told people they've done that, and that has been a lot of controversy in the community. So for your benefit, that may not be something that you want to do. You want to make sure that the person is specialized in what they do. The other thing that I have on my little list here, which is maybe the last thing that I want to share with you guys today about misconceptions, is the godparent, the elder. The elder's job, as in practically any tradition, including Christianity, including different Eastern traditions, in African tradition, spirituality, it's the same thing. Your elder is there to help to give you spiritual and religious guidance and tools and mentorship around religion and spirituality. Not there to fix your life, to fix all kinds of issues that you may have. Their job is not to get you a job, not to get you a man or woman, not to make sure your kids are well. That's not their job. If they're there to help you as a friend and as an elder, if they choose to help you in these ways, that's fine. But you need to be clear, that's not their job, right? When a person goes, again, I like to use Christianity because we've all had Christianity in our background in some way, shape, or form. So if I go to the church and I got baptized in a church, when I get up and the minister says, please come back to participate, to learn as a parishioner of this church. But that minister is not calling you up every day asking you, how are your kids? How's your job? Did you pay your rent? ... Right? So it's really important to understand the role of this person. They're there to help give you the tools and help to teach you how to use these tools to the best of your ability to elevate your life. Nothing social. If you do things that are social with them, thumbs up to having a better, closer relationship. But you want to be careful that you don't cross certain lines that could be a problem in the long run. So I hope that you guys got something out of this. Getting involved in traditional African practices is transformative. It's going to change your life. It's going to change your perspective. It's going to help you to shed some past life issues, family lineage issues, health issues, problems in your mind, how you're thinking about life, because you will be getting divine guidance directly from Orisha with Ori as to why you're here. And it's going to help you to propel your life into the direction that is going to open things up, from your prosperity, from your love, your children, your stability, your direction in life. Orisha and traditional practices the system is built to transform you, not to hold you back. So keep these things in mind. I welcome you. I've initiated a lot of people. I've seen great changes, growth, success, wonderful things happen in people's lives as a result of being in these traditions. So I hope that these little things kind of got in your mind so you could keep them in mind as you take your steps and you go forward. See you next time. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, definitely like us, give us a thumbs up, share us with others, send us your comments, come visit us in the store, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. See you next time.